Alright, how's everyone doing? Welcome to From Z to A Alphabetical Interviews with Zach Anderson. I am Zach Anderson. Today we are here at White House Productions in Shelton for Monsters of Acoustic Rock, the 9th edition, and I am joined by Robert C. Fullerton.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Thank you so much for being on the show.
Looking forward to it.
Alright, and now I'm going to ask you the difficult questions as long as they have something to do with the letters of your name.
Yeah.
So let's start off with R. What is something that is required of you to do before, to get ready for a gig? Like a pre-show ritual or anything like that?
I really don't have any specific ritual, but what I do is, because most of them require, a decent amount of drive time, is just in the car, no music on, just silence, just getting the head focused and,
Right.
in gear, especially if it's been, because I still work the quote-unquote real job, and
Right.
if it's been a long day, you just need to get all that out of your head.
Gotcha.
And be ready for the music.
Wow.
So, yeah.
How do you go about deciding an order of set list? Does it depend on the audience, or do you change it up as you go?
It really depends on the type of gig. If I'm doing like the bar restaurant kind of gig where I'm going to be doing a lot of covers, I have it's almost like what they do with football teams. I have like the first 4 or 5 songs scripted out. I know what I'm going to do, and there's enough variety that I kind of see how they respond to which ones, and so if they're into something maybe a little more bluesy, something this, I can then kind of tailor it from there. I've got my repertoire down enough that I know I can shift gears, but yeah, it's sense it out, but also, or like something like this, just to see what songs other people do first. Yeah, try to be flexible somewhat.
All right. Now, before you get into a song, do you have any like go-to banter? Anything that you tend to lean towards, or do you make it up as you go?
No, there are a couple of my original songs that I think particularly one of them, makes more sense if you know the backstory to it. Mm-hmm. So I do like to tell that. Plus, it's a story that because they involve the two in particular meeting a specific woman, the first encounter.
Right.
And like there's one where it's like, because it's a line of the song, just like 2 minutes into the conversation with this woman I just met, I leaned over and kissed her on the lips. And so people like hearing those stories,
yeah.
So yeah, those kinds of things. Yeah.
All right. Do you have any musical experiences that have changed you in any way? Like whether it's meeting a certain artist or just like a specific gig moment that just changed you in general, either in your music career or in your life in general?
Yeah, but probably not in the way that you're thinking. About 10 or 12 years ago, I severely damaged these 2 fingers on my right hand. Yeah. Took surgery, about 5 or 6 months of physical therapy, 2 to 3 days a week. But it totally redefined the way I play guitar. I play with my fingers now and not with a flat pick.
Okay.
And that's when I also ended up getting to the more percussive. So, like I said, because it was harder to hold a flat pick than to use my fingers, it totally redefined the way I play.
All right.
Yeah.
What is the most random song request you've ever received while on stage, and did you end up playing it?
Random. I do as much as possible to discourage people asking me for requests, because every once in a while you do get the fool that still wants free bird.
Right.
I don't know. I've had some really weird ones that I can't remember because people will suggest something because they, oh, your voice reminds me of such and such an artist. Can you do this song by them? Most of them, I'll tell them I'll try and do it next time.
Yeah.
Because I don't do most songs in the original keys, and I don't want to get up and squeak halfway through a line. So yeah, I'm not sure. But once or twice I'll do it, even if it's just I'm trying to remember what it was. I just ended up doing the chorus of a song instead of the person. Is that good enough?
Okay. All right. So tell me about "Let It Rain."
The song or the album?
The album.
Yeah, the album. This is my second solo project. I felt, really good about it. I've been doing music all my life, but just writing, songwriting about 6 years now. I've always written music or worked with other people. I had, some people who are fairly well known in the Connecticut scene help me on the project. Isaac Young of Photosynthesis, Atticus Kelly of the McLovins, Angela Luna sings on it, Gracie Day sings on it. I believe she did this last month.
That is correct.
A couple other songwriter friends, and it's 9 songs ranging everything from a little kind of gospel-y, not quite funk, but gospel-y bluesy, to some acoustic, almost country stuff. But yeah, songs having to do with financial stress or distress. The love songs mine aren't really love songs. They're kind of like almost love songs, or not quite love songs, something like that. But yeah, it took me a long time. Recorded it back in 2014. Didn't end up releasing it till earlier this year. Other issues, but. Yeah, second one, and I'm ready to be working on a third one now.
Excellent.
So, yeah.
Well, I've been listening to it a lot lately, and I'm really enjoying it a lot.
Oh, good. Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome. So, do you have any favorite moments from this year performing? One thing that stands out a lot. I know you're an avid performer. See you everywhere nowadays.
Yeah, it would probably be. This was back in August, I think. I was playing not a regular kind of gig for me, but it was a senior citizens gig.
Right.
So, not really old. Most people were probably 70 and a little bit up. So I pulled out all the 1930s jazz standards, some 40s, into 50s or early 60s. And the people really liked it. They were into it. And afterwards, this one guy shuffled up to me and he said, I used to play folk music back in this early 60s. And he said, I've got a couple of old Martins at home. And I was hoping he was going to say, I'd like you to have them.
Right.
But instead he said, you're really good. He said, you've inspired me. He said, I haven't touched them in a long time, but I want to go home. I want to pick one of them up and play some songs again and see what I can do. And to me, that was like,
That's really cool.
It was, that was a cool thing.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
Okay, so I like to end all my interviews with 3 random or interesting facts about yourself that many people might not know.
Oh, that might not know. I try to keep myself shrouded in secrecy.
Yeah.
So, although I've lived here for a long time, I am not originally from Connecticut.
Yeah.
I grew up in Northern Virginia near D.C. Like I said, I lived here forever. Second one, not a secret because I've been trying to promote. I've got a big birthday coming up.
Oh.
It's a big one of those landmark decade ones.
Right.
And I may even admit to my age when it comes around this year. Other things, let's see. I come from a huge family. I'm one of 7 kids.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why I moved away. No.
All right, well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Oh, you're welcome.
If you'd like to check out more from Robert C. Fullerton, please visit the link below. And in a moment, we will cut to a performance from Robert. So thanks again for watching, and see you next time.
When I first saw you, you were sitting there, right beside you, the only open chair. So I sat down, wishing you were mine. Then you happened to turn and look my way. Then I found the right words to say. Then I kissed you, and I knew I had to make you mine. I'll be relentlessly persistent. I'll do anything I need to do. Like an arrow to its mark, I'm aiming for your heart. Oh, don't you know I love you? Be relentlessly persistent. I'll do everything I need to do. Like an arrow straight and true, I'm pointed right at you. I'll never quit till you say you love me too. there was mellow too. There were songs and gifts I gave to you, trying to win your heart, all to make you mine, oh mine. There were candles, kisses beside the lake, notes and pictures. I'd do anything it takes, and when I hold you close, I know someday you'll be mine. I'll be relentlessly persistent. I'll do anything I need to do, like an arrow to its mark. I'm aiming for your heart. Woman, don't you know I love you? Be relentlessly persistent. I'll do everything I need to do, like an arrow straight and true. I'm pointed right at you. I'll never quit till you say you love me too. Never quit till you say you love me too. Never quit until you say you love me too. Oh, I'll never quit till you say you love me.